I'm so sad, dude.
That's literally 1 HP. But yeah, not super clean.
I read in the comment section the other day that Wolfey has legitimate plot armor in these challenges. That was so smart. Oh, man. Hey guys, Wolfey and Cybertron Zeng here.
Subscribe now to Panda Global. Right now. The button's right there. Please.
And today we are back for another exhibition match against my good friend, the one and only Wolfey. This is actually pretty exciting because obviously Series 7 rules rolled around, and with Series 7 there's a lot of cool stuff happening here. Wolfey actually advanced to the second round of the Players Cup 2, which is an online tournament, and he's actually going up against a Regigigigas team for the first matchup this weekend. So I actually used Regigigigas in that tournament. Unfortunately, I was eliminated a little bit earlier on.
But I still would like some practice playing against Regigigigas with Weezing. So for me, I said, hey, do you mind like using Regigigigas? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So yeah, so here we are. So,
you know, I hope this will be good practice for him. I hope he advances on and wins the entire thing. And we're here for another fun exhibition match, but I got to get some wins on the board. We've taken, out of like, what, the 5 challenges we've done, I'm like 1-4 so far, so I got to get some dubs on the board. It is our first game. Let's just go with Weezing Regigigigas. And in the back, Feeny and Urshifu are normally my go-to. And I think I feel okay. Oh, actually, no, I want Celesteela here, I think. And Urshifu.
I'm just going to go ahead and run my game plan against Aaron's team. I'm not even going to really look at Aaron's team.
The reason why I want Celesteela is because I've got Flamethrower, so I can actually completely wall the Kartana if that comes out.
My team isn't super strong against Tapu Fini. Or, sorry, against Celesteela. That's an issue for sure. Especially with what I've brought, so yeah.
If I'm Wolfey, I think Regieleki plus Moltres with Dusclops plus one of his fourth is a good, combination of 4 Pokemon to go with, but let's see. Regigigas is really fun though, one way or another.
Regigigigas Weezing, perfect, that's what I wanted to see. I'm going to see if my game plan works here. Aaron's Weezing is probably also bulkier than the one that I'm playing against, if I had to guess. I know he's running Shukaberry, because I asked him about it.
I mean, I think this is probably just a Reflect turn 1 and a Max Steel Spike. I have Will-O-Wisp, so that could be very good against Weezing here.
Effectively, my game plan here is remove the Weezing, and then use my last 2 Pokemon, Dusclops and Feeny, to try and win the game.
Okay, so he's going to Dynamax Kartana, which I actually don't mind, especially because we've got that Celesteela in the back. And this is offensive Celesteela with Flamethrower and Weakness Policy. So, those are all good things for us. I was honestly expecting a more Moltres-oriented lead. Yeah, Assault Vest would make the most sense here on Kartana. So the question here is, what does Regieleki go for? Does it go for screens? I'm going for Max Strike because if I Max Strike on a turn like he doesn't Max Airstream, that means that my Regigigas outspeeds the Kartana in the subsequent turns.
Yeah. My main weakness with this kind of game plan, by the way, and the thing I'm most worried about is that I won't be able to get rid of Regigigigas because I'm just going to ignore it for a lot of the game. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. I might have to haze it later, or I might have to just like set up my Dusclops. But
it's going to be Volt Switch into Reggie. Oh, it's probably going to be Dusclops coming in, right? That would be a really good switch in. Yeah. Oh, I walked right into that one. And it's going to be Steel Spike. Okay. On to Weezing, but we survived. Okay, I mean, things could be worse here, honestly. Like, I should get the burn off here. That was a really good turn 1, though. Max Darkness would have been a super, super sick play. So I wasted a turn with Reggie here, which is why part of me didn't want to Dynamax there initially as well. But we get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is very important here. So, I mean, what do I want to do here? The Protect on Weezing is super duper obvious. That first Steel Spike did 111, so we should survive another one. So like, I'm leaning towards Max Darkness on a Dusclops. That was a really good switch in, and I think I should have just gone for the Darkness. So that's one way you can get around Regigigas, right? Pull off switches like that, so well done.
I'm curious if he's going to go for a Taunt here or a Protect. Okay, Weezing goes for Protect, that's fine. I think I'll go for Trick Room this turn if he Max Strikes me, which I think is kind of likely. Knuckles is going to come out here into the Regigigigas, get a little attack boost here. It's not going to do very much damage. It does like nothing. But it gives me an attack boost, and in theory, I could get to +2 this game.
I just really regret not going for Max Darkness or Max Quake turn 1 onto the Dusclops switch in, but I suppose it really doesn't make that much of a difference, actually. Good read onto the Protect this turn. Oh my goodness! Wait. Okay, I was gonna say, you're not supposed to do that much. I mean, that's like the normal damage output without the crit. Or I mean, it does slightly more, right? But yeah. Okay, Nightshade into Weezing. So this is interesting now because I am faster with Weezing the subsequent turn, which means I can taunt into the Dusclops, which actually completely shuts it down.
So I'm gonna go for Max. I'm gonna go for Trick Room this time, and I'm gonna Max Steel Spike into the Weezing. This will KO, and I don't think he can stop it, barring another crit. Max Strike again. Let's see if this is taunt. That's what I'm curious about.
So we get the Max Strike off, a little bit more chip damage. It's very good damage, actually. Maybe I should be Max Striking Kartana right from the start. Obviously, we got a little fortunate with that crit, though, ignoring that defense boost.
I usually get a KO here. I've done good damage for Regigigigas. He's actually faster and goes for taunt. Really good move, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm still not in a bad spot here. I think, like, I don't get Trick Room up, but given the board, I don't think that's that bad.
Right, so he picks up that KO because of the fact that the burn is no longer there. Or sorry, because he got the attack boost. I wonder if it's worthwhile then to have switched out there. Maybe. Because I don't get the taunt off now, although slow start's actually in my favor now. So pressure gets activated. Kartana does get the beast boost, which is kind of scary. Okay. Honestly, Trick Room going up there might have helped us. Because then I could have just swept with what I have here in the back. This is still okay, though, I think.
Depending on what he goes into here, I could save my Kartana, but realistically, most of the time, I'm just going to let it go down. I think Urshifu comes in. Okay. That's interesting. Urshifu Dark. I think I switched to Feeny here. Agree? Although I really don't want to let Feeny take damage. And if he just KOs my... I think I switched Feeny in.
Okay, so Dusclops switches out. Kartana staying in. That's fine. Tapu Fini is the last one. Tapu Fini. Okay. Is that bad? Yeah, it may be bad. It may be bad. Because I believe that's Specs Fini. So now you can bring the Regieleki back out. I mean, we'll KO Kartana here, but didn't really need... Like, that's not the important Pokemon to knock out right now.
I'm in decent position, I think. High horsepower. This isn't going to do very much damage at all. I think... Yeah, not very much damage at all. And I think now I can just click Electro Web Dazzling Gleam and maybe win the game.
Yeah, so Regieleki comes out. I wonder... I mean, do you bother reflecting here? Also, do you have Dazzling Gleam? Because if so, maybe it's just Electric type attack and a Regigigas Dazzling Gleam. Because what I want to go for here is actually a Giga Impact, because Urshifu will 2v1 Regieleki. Like, Giga Impact Protect.
Oh, he goes for Protect. Okay, cool. Oh, he might be going for... Okay, I think I know what he's going for. I think he's going for a... He was trying to set up for a Sucker Punch next turn, in which case I should have reflected this turn.
Maybe Specs Dazzle KOs if you are Specs. Okay, he's Dazzle. Does it one-shot us? Oh, it does. Okay. I think if we survive there, we actually are not in bad shape.
Wait, Feeny's super strong. I did not realize that was going to do that much. Let's see if the last one is Raichu or not, because that's going to affect a lot here, I think. Celesteela. Okay, cool. I could still lose this, actually.
I think my play here, because he knows I protected with Urshifu, my play is to just attack. It with like Flash Cannon into the Tapu Fini and go for a double protect on Urshifu. And I think if we get the double, we actually win. We don't get it though. Okay. Oh, he actually went Volt Switch. Wow. Okay. So he didn't even try to activate Policy. Although, even if we get the double there... well, actually, depending on how much Flash Cannon does, like maybe it didn't end up mattering then.
Pressure. I'm using Pressure because in Players Cup we have open information, so there's no real point in... Oh, sweet. Wait, why is Celesteela faster than my Feeny? My Feeny's pretty fast. Huh, I could have gone badly, actually. Could have gone really badly. It's probably not leftovers. Okay, cool. It's confirmed special, though, which is good.
Celesteela maybe could have still carried us home there, but it needed to start with the double protect. Now that I know I'm faster, though, that's actually really, really good information.
Yeah, and I think at this point, it's pretty straightforward for me.
Don't think there's really much we can do at this point in the match, but I think it was certainly winnable. We had a lot of good tools. Like, burning the Kartana early was good.
Okay, yeah, he forfeits. That's smart. Conserve information, because I was going to find out if it was weakness policy or not. I'm pretty sure it's weakness policy.
The turn 1 switch on his end was very good as well. So I kind of want to try out Raichu Celesteela, especially because I know the Celesteela outspeeds his Tapu Fini. It's kind of a big deal here. Then it's probably Fini Urshifu as the back two. Yeah, I think that's okay.
Again, this is my lead, I think. I think these are my mons. I was initially going to bring Moltres to this matchup, and I also considered Glastrier, but I'm pretty sure that this is like my best 6.
Okay, same lead. Well, I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that because I have weakness policy. I have lightning rod support. You can't volt switch here, which means you'd have to electro web if you wanted to use an attack. I think it's likely Regieleki probably just goes for like a screens, but what do you do with Kartana here, right? Like, you don't want to stay in on a flamethrower. I think I want to self volt switch, get my policy activated, Dynamax, and Airstream into Kartana.
I guess if he volt switches himself this turn, I'm kind of in trouble, right?
The Raichu gets switched out into the Dusclops. Into the Urshifu. The Urshifu now gets a speed boost, which means now I can just crit to KO the Dusclops. This is exactly what I wanted to see turn 1.
Yeah, not great. Ideally, I mean, if it's Fake Out, I'm in good shape, right? Fake Out puts me in a pretty good position. And, like, Light Screen does help. Like, it's not like Light Screen's bad here, but there are certainly issues. There are certainly issues. Yeah, I'm not sure I can handle Celesteela Raichu with what I did. Fake Out, though? Ooh, that's not good. Get my little Light Screen up. My little Light Screen. Charm? Nah, Volt Switch side, Volt Switch. Yeah, good play. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I can keep the Celesteela at +1, but I don't know how much good that's going to do me, because I'm not going to be able to haze it. He's going to go into something that prevents haze one way or another.
So we switch out, and now the beauty is that I get the speed boost onto the Urshifu. It's exactly what we want here. If he brought the same 4 Pokemon, Celesteela is looking really good, because it completely walls the Kartana. The one thing I think I have to maybe watch out for is a haze on the Dusclops, but other than that, it's okay.
That's rough. Can't really do anything about that, realistically. Yeah, I can't really switch or anything. My question is, I think my Urshifu is faster, or my Aleki's still faster, though, at +1. Let's find out. I'm going to haze and Electro Orb here. Best case scenario is I get rid of the boost, although actually I think I might still lose. Electro Orb comes out, I'm still faster, which is good. I actually do some big damage across the board, which is cool. I need to make sure that my Feeny cannot speed this Urshifu is the thing. That's why I have to make a move like that. They're going to go for just a little Wicked Blow in the chat. Dusclops is going to go down to that. I couldn't even set Reflect up to live because, yeah, it doesn't make sure I live.
Whatever's coming in, like, I think you have to bring in Tapu Fini, actually, because you can't really take attacks super well from, like, Kartana's just going to faint. So he's playing towards a Kartana endgame right now. I think that's what he's aiming for. Okay, so we get another speed boost. Sucker Punch will KO Regieleki, but the Sucker Punch onto that slot's super obvious. Kartana actually does come in, but I have to wonder whether or not this is a bait. For example, if he just switches Kartana out into Tapu Fini outright here. It's honestly kind of what I'm expecting here.
Electro will keep them at -1 speed, and then I can go for... I think I Airstream here because I really don't want that Raichu popping off. I could also Volt Switch here.
Oh, he actually Dynamaxes. Wow, okay. This might get dicey if he went for Reflect and Knuckle. That'd be a really insane play. Yeah, that would be super insane. But then I guess Celesteela should outspeed Kartana the next turn, so then I can just bring in Raichu, Fake Out Flamethrower, right? So I think that's okay. Okay, he's attacking. Nice.
Oh, Sucker Punch. Oh, good call, good call. I didn't even consider that.
Should be okay with Black Glasses. Nice.
Yeah, and now I can't maintain my speed advantage. Airstream as well, but the issue is that Celesteela... Actually, wait, no, okay, hot take, I don't think that Celesteela is faster than me anymore. I really, truly don't, because it's at +2, but I'm at +1. And Celesteela with, like, let's say it's like 130, right? That's 260, but +1 Kartana is... Oh, wait, it's probably still faster than me. 177 times 1.5. Let's see. 177 times 1.5 is 265. There's a chance I'm faster than it. It's probably max speed Timid Celesteela if it's faster than my Feeny, right?
Kartana gets a Beast Boost, but it's attack, so we know Celesteela should outspeed still, so yeah, we can just go into Raichu now. So now I'll have to wonder, what is his counter to Celesteela game 3? I don't think you lead Kartana, because part of what made my turn 1 really easy in this game was having this lead, right? So if he wants to counter Celesteela in game 3, he's going to need to either deny me the weakness policy, get rid of my boosts, or bring something of his own that puts on a lot of offensive pressure. So let's take some time to think about this.
Hopefully this works, realistically. His last one's probably Tapu Fini, though, so it just kind of comes down to, in my opinion, whether or not... Because I'm +1, but I can't really do anything with that, right? This Scald... Actually, Moonblast might be... Like, Muddy Water can miss, and I'm not in range of another Celesteal attack, realistically, so I'm just going to Airstream Moonblast here, I think. I don't think the last Pokemon is likely to be... really good play, honestly. Really, really good play. I'm faster. This should probably do a good chunk of damage. Okay, I could have just KO'd it with Knuckle, I guess, and maybe that would have been better, but... yeah. Let's see if he's Flamethrower. Because I should live in Air Slash. Ah, he had Flamethrower the whole time! I'm so stupid! Okay. Alright, I lose. But I got some good information. I don't think Feeny 1v3s here. Actually, I'm confident that doesn't, because he could just switch here. Man, that Celesteal is going to be a nightmare. What boost is it? Special attack? Okay, it's just max. That's why I was doing so much damage.
The main thing in doing this, basically, is that I can recycle Raichu in for a Fake Out later on, and a single Fake Out should secure the game up for us. Whereas if I stay in right now, I'm just going to get KO'd, and we don't want to faint. So this is why I was surprised he was playing such a Kartana-oriented strategy, but I guess it was specifically to deal with Regigigigas, because I think, like, Moltres maybe isn't as good. But honestly, on paper, I thought Moltres was a really good Pokemon to bring into this matchup. Okay. And it's not even like Regigigas was bad for us in the first game. I just didn't play it as well as I should have. I think it's a Calm Mind Flash Cannon here always. I don't even think Specs Muddy Water KO Celesteela, but let's see. Oh, we're faster anyway, right? So good damage.
Not that much damage. Do I miss? I had a feeling I was going to miss. I don't even get to see how much damage I do. Unfort. CM, okay, cool. I wish I knew where the Sash was. I have a feeling it's on Urshifu based on how he's been playing it. It's probably Sash, Urshifu, and AV. What if they got Nuzzle, Volt Switch, and then like Volt Tackle is probably his Raichu set.
And this is the thing about best of threes, where it's like, this lead just worked really well for me, but Wolfey definitely has a counter to this, I think. What's the counter, though? I don't know. I feel like I can win with Weezing Reggie, too, because I didn't play super well in that first game, and I made some pretty critical errors. There's no way he leads Kartana and Regieleki again, because that just loses super duper hard to what I did turn 1.
Oh, right. Okay, this is something I can do against Aaron specifically, because I was going to do it against my opponent, but then I realized that, like, it might not work in like, some situations. The idea here is that versus Regigigigas, you make the same turn 1, except instead of Trick Rooming, you max Steel Spike and Nightshade.
So I kind of want to go back to Weezing Reggie, and I'm going to go with Urshifu. The thing is, like, Feeny would have been pretty good for us. I think I need Urshifu for Dusclops here, though. Yeah, and I think it's a throw to not bring Celesteela. So we're going back to Regigigas for game 3.
Like, this lead is pretty strong against Regigigigas Weezing, but it's worse against Choice Band Urshifu, but Aaron doesn't have Choice Band Urshifu, and I don't expect Aaron to lead Urshifu here regardless.
If I see a Dusclops lead here, I'll be very happy, because it means I can just shut it down immediately on turn 1, and it forces a switch. I'm just curious to see what his adjustment to the Celesteela would have been. Okay, it's Kartana Dusclops. That is okay with me, because now you don't have a switch in into Max Strike.
Cool. I want to see how this plays out.
So I was expecting the Dusclops lead, so I'm happy to see that. He knows I have Taunt. What do I want to do here? Man, this is an interesting turn 1. Oh, he stays in with Dusclops. Oh, man. Is he Trick Rooming? He might be Trick Rooming, or he might just be Nightshading. I really thought Dusclops was going to switch out there. I'm very surprised to see it stay in, but that might be bad for us. Let's see.
Yeah. Does Dynamax Regigigigas with max Steel Spike up. Regigigigas is a lot less threatening, I would say. I expect to get taunted and max struck here. I think that's probably his best move, realistically, which is okay. And I'm just going to keep going for Steel Spikes, I think, and make my defense big.
Okay, he just goes for Steel Spike again. Onto Weezing. Ah, that was a crit, wasn't it? That's really bad if he doubled up into that slot, and I'm confident he doubled up into that slot. We would have survived, too, because he brought me down to 60 HP last time around.
Okay, a lot less damage. That's what I wanted to know, is how much does that do?
That is rough. Well, I crit him in the first game, but this one's bad. Oh. Okay. I mean, I get the Will-O-Wisp off, but the thing is that now I'm going to have a relatively useless Regigigas if he did go for Nightshade onto that slot. Yeah, I figured him staying in was fine as long as I didn't get crit, because I could take a double up there, but the crit there makes this a lot harder. Especially because I didn't get a taunt off either. Okay.
Take a little burn damage. I don't even know if he can. I don't think Urshifu can even KO me realistically. Celesteela comes in. Okay, that's interesting. I think I just go for a... Celesteela's faster than me, right? And it's especially offensive. I can't really damage this thing, right? So then do I even want Trick Room up? It's faster than me. Flamethrower comes out. Do I die to that? Oh, I actually just flat go down.
It is enough for a KO, though. Okay, let's go. Nice. So we're still in this. And that's why that speed control with Reggie is really good, right? Like, people look at Regigigigas and they think it's, like, just to do damage, but the effects that you get from your max moves are actually really, really critical, in my opinion. We're gonna max Darkness off. He's got Haze, right, I think? So he'll probably just haze away my boosts. Trick Room? Yeah, so Trick Room finally goes up this time around. Which is interesting, because Regigigigas' slow start is up right now, but does he have Glastrier in the back this time around? Because that was the adjustment I was thinking he'd make. Oh, it's just Tapu Fini for now.
Oh, Regigigigas gets knockoff, which is actually kind of... That changes the matchup a lot, I think, because I was planning for Dusclops 1v1s the Regigigigas in the end, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be possible.
I want to protect and just Max Strike into Tapu Fini. It's still going to do a lot of damage despite slow start. And I think Celesteela should survive a Muddy Water Flash Cannon. Or, sorry, Nightshade next turn. Yep, so there's Haze. Which does make this harder. I think if he didn't have Haze, it'd actually be in a really interesting position. Yeah, Max Strike off. That's really good damage. I mean, hey, a Giga Impact's just going to KO that thing next turn. Which is huge, actually. Because it's the same... Oh, and it's a Scald into Celesteela. Okay. That's huge. Scald. Okay. Well, I think it's definitely just a Giga Impact into Tapu Fini right now. And I want to cover for the option if it's switching out. What would switch in?
Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. This should do enough to put in range of Nightshade. Burn. Nice, big burn. Giga Impact comes out, connects. That's really good. We actually want Fini to go down here because that lets me get Ice Horse in, which lets me take a KO with close combat this turn and get an attack boost.
I wonder if I should have switched out there. Because if his last one is Glastrier, I lose. I think. We also might get to a point where Slow Start actually is disabled. That burn really may hurt. Okay, at least, I mean, we have one more turn. If it's Regieleki, though, that's what I really want to see, because then Urshifu just wins. It is Glastrier, though. Yeah, I can see why he was targeting the Celesteela so aggressively.
There's 3 turns of Trick Room left, I believe, which is exactly as many as I need, unless he gets double protect.
Wait, but there's only 2 turns of Trick Room left, and he can't Dynamax.
2 turns of Trick Room left. Oh, wait, then I might lose?
Okay, it's Nightshade, yep. What's he gonna go for? Probably Ice Bow Crash, maybe Close Combat. He does go for Close Combat. Wait. Okay, Urshifu's my last one. So, with the defense drop... I mean, he gets an attack boost, but that's fine. With the defense drop, is it enough for me to KO him? Because I'll win the 1v1 against Dusclops. This is the last turn of Trick Room, so I'm always protecting here to stall out Trick Room.
Yeah, it is Urshifu. It looks like a roll to live, so I'll just go... I think I lose this unless it is... If he protects here, he just wins every time, I think. Unless he misplays, which is unlikely. So I'll just go for Haze. Yeah, Haze plus Close Combat. Honestly, really well played. I think that the Celesteela was really hard for my team to deal with. Yeah, I couldn't really do anything.
Oh, that was so smart. Right, you can haste to get rid of the boost. Oh, man.
If he close combats here, I can win, but he really has no reason to not go for Wicked Blow. Unless he's not Focus Sash. But I think based on how this game is played out, I'm pretty sure it's Focus Sash. But yeah, really well preserved Urshifu, and that should probably clean it up here.
I don't think this KO's without a crit. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm so sad, dude. I'm so sad. I thought I played this game pretty well too.
That's literally 1 HP.
I read in the comment section the other day that Wolfey has legitimate plot armor in these challenges, and we'll get him next time, lads.
Anyway, yeah, so thanks to Aaron for playing and for using a team. Like, again, he was going to use a different team, but I asked him to use this one so I get some practice. I feel good going into... I feel like after this match, I feel good about the weekend, so... yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, check out Aaron. Please subscribe to the Panda Global YouTube channel if you're watching over there. And yeah, I think that's it. Goodbye.